you go. There he goes. He's going with it. He's going with it. He keeps pulling it and dropping it, pulling it and dropping it. There he goes again. He don't know what he wants to do. There he goes. Ah, I tell you, these must be too small to cook. Goodness gracious, baby catfish. They're just good at stealing your bait. Look at that. That's good at what they're good at. Yowzer.
Fishing in the east with Brandon. Fishing in the east with Brandon. Fishing in the east with Brandon with a rod and reel in my hand. We will get it done.
Today we're fishing in Central Florida again, trying to catch some catfish. Got some little worms here from Walmart. These ones don't need to be refrigerated. They're the fat, juicy red worms. They're pretty good. I've had these for over a month in the refrigerator and they're still alive. So I recommend them, like $3.50 a dozen, I think. That's what I paid for them back. They might, raise the price by now, but I'm going to give that a shot. I'll try with a bobber on. Yeah, see, they're still alive. It's crazy. They're not the most lively worm, but they're still alive. I'm surprised. Try this. Got a size 1 hook on there. Try to get, there's an aerator out there. I'm trying to get it out there. I've seen a few jump out there already, but I know I can't get it all the way, but yeah, not even close, but still. Bad thing about this, there's usually a lot of turtles in here too, but they usually bite mostly just on the bottom though. When you, there's gonna be another hot day today. I'm already kind of halfway sweating. You may want to, like, see how you got that slack in your line? Mm-hmm. You may want to reel it up just to where there ain't no slack in it hardly. until your bobber moves or something. There you go. That way if you catch a fish, you don't have to reel it too much before you jerk it. You know what I mean? This is a rocky ground, ain't it? Where'd that one jump at? Probably at that aerator. Already sweating a little bit. You? Yeah, it's just I think we're kind of in the sun, you know. Just a hair, see? Like my vision ain't, it's, or my head ain't, but. My head is a little bit. I'll go bring this paper towel. Oh, I hate flies. I know one thing. I've noticed fishing on the bottom is usually better here, though. I don't think we ever got a bite on top. Not really, did we? But we'll give it a shot. Hope I didn't throw my weenie off. Not sure, are you? I'll leave it on for a minute and see. I keep an eye on my bobber. I'll get these paper towels in there. Using that new rod holder today, it works really well. I'm on the bottom with a hot dog wiener, and my wife's on top on the bobber with a worm. Over there, you guys can see that bobber out there. Yep. And then I've got another one on top over here, and that's got a hot dog wiener on it too on top. We've been here for probably 20 minutes so far and haven't done anything. I just now put one on the bottom. We'll see. I got a bite on the bottom, I think. You haven't done too good on the top here with the float. We've caught a pretty lot of catfish here earlier in the year on the bottom. Getting a bite here, guys, on this one. Took off a little bit there with it. I've got a hot dog winnie on the bottom. Yeah, I think the bottom's probably where it's going to be at, Mary. You know, there's a lot of small catfish in here, we noticed. The state stocks this every year. This is one of those Fish and Wildlife FWC places, I think they call it, down here, that they stock once every year, I believe, for catfish. What we've caught's mostly small ones, but there have to be some big ones in here that have grown because they put them in here every year. But a big variety of, I mean, the majority of them seem to be small, though. We've got chicken breast and Kool-Aid mixture today, and worms and hot dog weenies with garlic on the hot dog weenies, and we also got some of those pre-mixed baits like you got at Walmart, like the Berkeley Gulp chicken blood bait and a couple others like that, but we haven't tried those. Those don't usually do too good here. But we might try them later. These catfish, after they bite like that, they may come back and they may have robbed me, but I usually give them about 10 minutes or so, at least, to see. So he gave it a really good jerk there, but he dropped it. He either dropped it or he got it. We'll see shortly. See that aerator way out there? They run those, and usually they put bait feeders. But I don't see any bait feeders around here, but there is in some of these lakes around here. I think they're supposed to be, I don't know where they're located in this lake. But they like these aerators though. They put out a lot of oxygen, and we've seen a bunch of little, I believe they were catfish flopping their tails up around that thing earlier when we first got here. Thing is, it's so far out there we can't get out there too. I don't have enough sinkers with me really, and if you did have that many on, how these little catfish would do. That much weight on there anyway. But if you want me to, Mary, I can set you up on the bottom. Put you some sinkers on there. Oh, I got a bite on that. Look at that. Oh, man, did you see him running with that?
Yeah, I did.
Dang it. That had to have been a catfish.
Right when you said it.
Well, heck, guys. He probably got my hot dog weenie on that one. That was on the top. Now, as soon as I said they weren't biting on the top. So I got a little jig head on that one as my hook just because it's more weight on there. Now he didn't get it. See, I've got a little jig head hooked on there just for more weight. But I did see the bite mark here. That could have been a gar. You know, see this teeth mark right here? Going around? Probably a gar. You see that? Teeth mark? It's probably a gar. Probably had these little snout. You can't hardly hook those things, you know. I'd say that's what it was. If I was a catfish, I'd have caught it. You know. I'm still going to give it another cast out there. That thing's going to get eat. What? See that? If that keeps on the water, a bass will grab that. Those are love bugs, aren't they? They didn't stay in there long enough. They would have got ate. You know. Well, I missed two. One on the bottom and one on top. Yeah, it was all the way down there when they start getting hit, though. You know, maybe they're down that way, but I think the way it was acting, like it was pulling it sideways. Like usually catfish will go down with it, but they had a bite mark on there. It makes me think it's probably a gar or a turtle. Probably a gar though. They bite sideways like that. Yeah. How the hell that chicken got mold on it in the fridge? Huh? Freezer, I mean. I think that's what that is. You know. See that? How would it develop mold in the freezer? I didn't think that'd be possible, did you? It was in a plastic resealable bag, frozen in the freezer. Huh. Probably wouldn't hurt the catfish, though, would it? So they still like it, don't you? He's trying to bite it again. He's trying to run with it on the bottom again. There he goes. Ah, I missed him. Too little, you know. Ah. Still got my hot dog on there. See where he took a bite out of it there? See that? I just hope it wasn't a gar or a turtle. Mary, you care to roll yours in a little bit just because I had it through out like straight in front of me. Sorry. He was running with it that time though, you know. Just didn't have the hook part in his mouth. Pretty deep water out there. Just hit the bottom. How did he get in a tree branch? Get out of that. Where we going? I'm just going to put this one on the bottom too. I don't know, I'll try it one more time. I mean, one did bite at once. You want the keys?
Sun's in your eyes, you can trim me socks.
Okay, it's not yet. We didn't get here till like almost 8, did we? There he goes again, guys, on the bottom. Let's see if he'll take it this time all the way. I'm going to give him some slack here. Let him run with it. If you guys can see that he's taking off with it there. Let's see if I can hook him this time. Nah, he must be too small. He was going with it that time, Mary. I let him go for a long time too. He got my hot dog that time though. Yeah. Yeah. I just think they may be too small to unfortunately hook. I'll let that one go for probably a minute. I'd say running with it. But at least we're getting bites, guys. At least we're getting bites. I don't know on what, but something. It's something, I guess. Maybe we'll catch it this time. Don't let him steal it. These little gnats have been buzzing my ear since I've been here. I've got bug spray on, but goodness. That's why if you guys see the camera shake erratically, I'm waving these gnats out of my ear. Yeah, so guys, missed two this morning. They took off with it on the bottom. Well, three if you count the one on the bobber. I missed two. But I let that last one run for like a minute, and it still didn't hook it. It got I have a hot dog weenies I preparate at night with some garlic powder. Put them in a baggie overnight, and it seems to work pretty good. They like garlic a lot. Those catfish do. They seem to do the best here out of, well, chicken livers are pretty good if you don't mind the mess that comes along with messing with those, but second best thing I've seen here is the garlic hot dog weenies. And I've got some chicken breasts with Kool-Aid. I like chicken breasts with strawberry Kool-Aid on there. I haven't tried that yet today, getting ready to. I think I'm just going to take the bobber off. Put this one on the bottom too. This one on the bottom. Man, them little gnats are killing me. Goodness. I went to rub some bug spray on my ears, I guess. Goodness. Alright. That one on the bottom. So I've got two hot dog weenies on the bottom, and my wife's rod's got like a red worm on the top. We'll try to add a split shot to this float and try to get it out there a little further. I have to get out there by that aerator because that's where they jump around, but thing's about, man, I don't know how many feet that is out through there. Baby. Okay, guys, I'm getting a bite on the bottom on that. This one over here, I think. Looks like the line's stretching out a little bit. Maybe. Right. Just be my eyes messing with me. We just ain't biting too good today, guys. Well, I got one trying to run with it here. This is strawberry chicken breast and Kool-Aid. I just put that one on there not too long ago. He bit it, but he quit. That's a good sign. I just put that on there like a few minutes ago. reel yours up a little bit. It's slacks in front of my line now. You know. There he goes again. He's wanting it, I think, guys. He's messing with it. He keeps pulling out and dropping it, so it's probably a catfish when they do that. There, he get ready to run with it. Give him some slack. Definitely wants it. There he's. It may be just a breeze there, but I gave him some slack to let him run with it a little bit further there. It's just give him a little bit more time here. My wife's cutting the weeds there. Get a good hard jerk, it should come out there, Mary. There you go. There he goes. He's going with it. He's going with it. He keeps pulling it and dropping it, pulling it and dropping it. There he goes again. I don't know what he wants to do. There he goes. Ah, I tell you, these must be too small to cook. Goodness gracious. Baby catfish. They're just good at stealing your bait. Look at that. That's good at what they're good at. Yowzer. Stopping. One took off with my wife's here. I jerked it off the top of the cooler. She got chicken breast and Kool-Aid on the bottom. They're just little tiny ones in here, though, so I think it's what's robbing us. Give him some slack. He got jerked it off the cooler, didn't he? You see that?
I definitely did. I was drinking my energy drink. I should have drank that earlier. Because it about went off. It was probably a little bit bigger size, you think? Or just
I hope so.
the way it took off from the cooler or not?
Not.
I've got a lot to learn.
Well, I mean, even little ones can jerk it off like that, jerk it off the side, but hopefully though, if he didn't take my bait, or your bait, our bait, whatever.
Is that the chicken with the Kool-Aid on it?
Mm-hmm.
myself. You can tell that you baited it for me. I didn't know what was on there.
Yeah, you did tell yourself on that one.
I don't care.
I know.
I'm always too up for it. Best way to be.
Yep.
You don't have nothing to have to remember.
True, true. I'll try to get your rod holder set up.
Okay, I'm gonna go get this one. So
Yeah, let's use it. It's easier putting the ground. You put.
Mm-hmm.
Think it's in there far enough?
I hope so.
Does it feel like it went in there far enough?
It felt like it did.
Okay. He's taking it. He's taking it. Come on, little feller. It's like he wants it, but he don't want to deal with the consequences. Your brother liked us coming in, didn't he?
I had fun. I was thinking of him when you said consequences.
That's what I think to do. Well, if you're watching this, David, we'll be in maybe in October, hopefully. Coming back to move, probably. In October, Lord willing. Just have to do something there. Which I miss home so much anyway. I like to come back anyhow. That was been the plan since May anyway, but just been trying to, save a little bit. That ain't working out too good, but yeah, we're gonna go for some bluegills because the catfish are not biting. Use about a size 10 hook, 10 or an 8 being the biggest. This may be an 8 here, but I put me a little float on there. Usually just, for them, bluegills aren't very deep, so I just go about a foot or two up. I use these little weighted cigar floats, I think they call them. And these just snap on each end, on the bottom and on the top of your line. Sorry about the sound, there's a tractor going by me in the back. And that's it, that's pretty much the rig I use right there. Got a bobber, small hook, and I'm going to put some bread on there for bluegill. I brought me some bread, a couple pieces. I just tear a real small piece off. Show you here. I just used one big enough to cover the hook, about like that. And then I just roll it up just about like in a little ball. like that. And just kind of mold it over the hook. And push it on there as good as you can, where it covers like the end of the hook and about half the hook. Not sure how good this spot is for a bluegill, but we'll see. I don't think we ever tried to catch any bluegill here, really. Did we? That's it. Just push it on there. Like that. Give it a shot. We're usually not too far out. If there's any in here. Yep, they're in there. Really need a little bit smaller bobber. Usually just wait for them to barely take it under if they're big enough to do so. These may not be. Where these ants are coming from? Crawling up my rod, I guess. Well, you don't like these reels though, do you?
No, not the open face. I used to could use them, but I haven't used them. I gotta learn how to use them again. I used to use them a long time ago in North Carolina, remember?
Yes, you had one.
Yeah, I had a pink one.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
I'm ready to stand up. Let's try. Let's just catch one real quick. Might not be.
If you want, unless you want to do it again, like where you did the bread or the bluegill.
Yeah. Ooh, he hit it hard there.
But if you don't want to, then I honestly would start keeping a little bit of stuff, the good stuff that you like, and write down what it is to go with other stuff. But you don't have to do that. You can always go back over it.
True.
Where does
There he is. Is that a bluegill? That's a pretty size one, I think. Yeah. There we go. Here's one.
It didn't take long.
No. That just, I had to take the bobber off because they was too small to take it under. So I need to get some smaller bobber. That's a nice little one though. I think that's what they call a copper nose one there. Copper nose bluegill. Nice one. I always just try to grab these bluegill around the back of the fin, around the head like that. To get them off, just kind of hold them where they won't fin you like that. Look out. Very nice one. Back in there. There we go.